Action.
Alright. My name is Sawyer. I'm rebuilding this drift car motor. I guess I wanted to make this video to tell you guys a little bit about my Nitrous car. We're not really going to talk too much about the Nitrous system and all that right now because it's in pieces, but anyways, so what I got going on here is a regular old Renesis. I got this is actually a rotating assembly made out of 2 rear rotors. They were made symmetrical using machining to get the scallops on all of the sides. So it's kind of like it's got a street port built into the rotors, and then I also got a small street port going on. Can't see it on that one, but ported out the primaries a little bit, and then I hit the exhaust ports down here and then in the back side a little bit to get that flow out, because nitrous creates a lot of nitrogen as well as, you know, nitrous oxides, and it takes up a lot of space in the exhaust. But anyway, so the street port, scalloped rotors, I've got Goopy Performance coolant seals. Shout out Goopy Performance out of New York. Really cool guy. He's always able to help me out with whatever I'm doing. I've used his coolant seals a couple of times and they work great. So we're at the point where I'm going to put the center plate on, and after that put in the rear rotor, and hopefully it's not easier said than done. And here comes the hard part. Oh, rookie mistake. I forgot to do the RTV. Bag it up. Put it in reverse, Terry.
Action.
All right, now take 2. Times like this, I wish I had a third hand. That wasn't too bad, actually. When in doubt, hammer it out. That sounds nice and solid. Alright, now for the fun part, I suppose. Something I forgot to mention, I'm going to be using a solid dowel pin in this bottom location. So after I did all that, I'll pull this one out. And then, again, shout out Goopy Performance. Got a solid dowel pin, and as the name would imply, it's not hollow like the other ones. It's a solid piece of metal, and it just goes. I'm not sure that was the bottom. That was the bottom. That was the sound of the bottom. All right, now, again, you can see what I was talking about. I did a little bit of a street port in the primary. This is a KMR street port. Don't look too close, it's a little ugly, but it'll work. I use the KMR instead of the Racing Beat one because the KMR has a little bit more port area at the bottom of the port, because there's like a little portion that kind of covers up right here. It's called an anti-wet port. It helps with aerosolization of the fuel. But you know, we don't need that where we're going. We're, you know, doing drift car stuff. But so let me get one of these. Excuse the oh yeah, welcome to the basement of doom and despair, as it's lovingly called. The worst workstation you could ask for. That one looks taller. Is it at the bottom? Now it's at the bottom. All right. The next step, so you don't forget like an idiot, is to RTV it. Yeah, get a close-up shot of that RTV, girl. Perfect, perfect style. This is how you do it. This is how the pros do it. This is how Sawyer Rx8 does it. And then you grab your rotor housing with the Goopy Performance coolant seals. Ignore the one that's falling out on the other side. And make sure none of these are twisted. That's an important part, is you don't want to twist your coolant seals because it won't seal. And then you look like an idiot chud. Oh, and also don't forget your little O-rings that go in the dowel pin area, because you'll be tearing down your motor for a tiny little O-ring. And nobody wants to do that. Right, babe?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I just want to make sure that that O-ring found its seat and didn't fall out because I didn't glue it in there. I'm gonna rub the mallet go. Yeah, it'll be alright. I have faith. Now we fast forward through all that, act like it wasn't a problem.
And coolant seal.
Oh, and if I didn't mention it, this is why I took the motor down in the first place, was to replace my Atkins coolant seals that had failed. Sad face. But that's what happens when you blow a coolant hose. I mean, I wouldn't have expected any coolant seal to last through that. Because you need coolant to keep your motor from blowing up. And that's today's tech talk. That'll do, donkey. last inspection. It's starting to curl up over here. Oh, dab of the Mar. All right. And one of the reasons that I decided to put nitrous on this motor, well, I've never sprayed nitrous on a motor before, but if you look it up on Google and you look up how to build a V8 to spray it with nitrous, one of the main things that it's going to tell you is low overlap, which has to do with the the lobe separation angle on a piston engine. Where's my other O-ring? It's on the ground. And the other thing it's going to say is lots of lift and duration, which in a rotary can translate to port area as well as duration. The thing about the Renesis engine is that it has a lot of duration when it's, all the way open. It genuinely has the largest naturally aspirated intake ports. But all that is to say is that the Renesis is a very good blueprint for a nitrous motor. And I aim to prove that. I mean, a lot of people, they'll buy an RX8, they're like, this thing doesn't have enough horsepower, and they want to put a turbo on it, or they want to put a supercharger on it. And those are, good options in some cases. But if you just want to hit like 300 wheel horsepower, nitrous might be the way to go. And with a drift car, the only thing that you really need to have with nitrous is a good control system so that it's only spraying when you want it to spray. And you've got to set it up so that there's no hiccups. And like I said, do another video on that, give you more information on how I set up my nitrous car, more specifically my nitrous drift car, because you could set up, a bunch of different ways to skin a cat or whatever, but something that you set up for drag racing isn't going to be great for drifting, and something you set up for drifting isn't going to be great for drag racing, But let's get this shit done. I'm trying to remember which way I put the other one in. Oh no. The apex seal came unglued over here. Let's see if I got the grip strength to move this bit. Oh. Yeah, it all looks good to me. Pour some oil in there and be done with it. I'd like to remind everybody that this is a quick and dirty rebuild. I built this motor at the beginning of last year, and I had to take it down because my coolant seals failed. But I plan on starting this motor up soon, so I don't need to use a whole bunch of red and tacky. Just enough to pack the rotors. And like Shrek said, that'll do, donkey. Did I wipe this down?
What?
I didn't do my RTV.
Again? You got it. It's up on this side. There you go. Is that O-ring still in there? Yeah, it is. Don't forget your RTV, folks.
Don't be an idiot shud like me. And forget your RTV. Damn, it rhymed. That's how you know it's solid advice. If somebody gives you advice and that shit doesn't rhyme, literally, just tell them to shut up. Tell them I said, shut the hell up, you idiot. Right, babe?
You're so right. You want to apply your RTV like so? If you don't forget it.
In a beautiful bead, just like that. Oh, another thing I forgot to mention, the only reason I didn't go with a solid dowel up top, right here, you see how that one's hollow? Well, that's because I didn't want to do external oil lines, because I did them on my RX-7, and I wouldn't undo it, but they suck.
No, we definitely would not build another engine like that.
No, I'd build another engine like that.
I wouldn't.
It just sucks. And that's just the truth, honestly.
It's a lot of work.
All right. Part 2.
So now after you've done your RTV, after forgetting it for a second time,
Like an idiot should.
you can put it all together.
And hopefully your shit is not cooked. I'm seeing a little bit of a gap with this top plate. But fuck it, you know what I'm saying?
I don't think it's that bad. It's on the dowel pins.
Women in STEM. Cut.